Just think about the logic of what you just said. If you think loving your neighbor and loving others the way God is calling you to, if you think that somehow is supposed to make you Mr. Nice Guy, which, again, there's no command to be nice in the Bible, and it's just going to make you this weak wimp, you have no idea. Jesus is the absolute perfect definition of masculinity, of firmness, of strength, of courage, of boldness. And he's the one that loved perfectly like that. And so if you want to love like that, you've got to be like that. You've got to be strong and courageous and bold.
You got to know when to show mercy, when to show grace, when to stand firm, when to be bold. You got to look at people and say, hey, like when the rich young ruler comes to him and he's like, hey, I know you're good. And what all do I need to do? Now, why you call me good? Only the Father's good. And so therefore Jesus is Mason, then you know that I'm the same as God.
Yep.
And then he says, now, now go sell everything you own.
And follow me.
And follow me. It's like, he says, drink my blood, eat my flesh. I mean, he is making bold in your face statements that is just totally wrecking the religious establishment. That's boldness.
No, right. And
that's taking authority.
And that's
he added the authority.
What you had just brought up, like, I think there's a tendency when people hear love your neighbor, love one another, to think, oh, I've got to be nice and I need to let people walk all over me. I need to do all these things. And I'm like, no, that's, I don't want to get in too much into that, but I'm just saying, like, the image isn't that Christ gave us. The image is you're loving from this place of strength, of meekness, which meekness doesn't mean humble. It means controlled power. You're doing it from a place of courage and boldness and yes, kindness and gentleness, but where it has to happen, firmness and confrontation. It will happen. It must happen. And you have to do it sometimes. But it's always from love.
I know.
Even when Jesus confronted, every time Jesus ever confronted anybody for their sin, Pharisees, anybody, it was always out of love.
What does Hebrews 12 tell us?